to the Doghouse, your inside look at the Cleveland Browns. I'm Andy McNamara alongside Browns insider Matt Florjancic from WKYC Sports in Cleveland, brought to you by the sports betting site sportsinteraction.com. Do sportsinteraction.com/Browns, and on your first deposit, they will match up to $200. So you put down $20, you get $40 in your account. $100, you get $200, and so on. All right, Matt, let's take it was a relatively quiet week around the AFC North with both the Browns and the Steelers on the bye. We chatted a little bit about the Ravens and their injury woes that will surely benefit Cleveland, at least on paper, next Monday night for Monday Night Football. But the Cincinnati Bengals now have lost 2 in a row at home to the Arizona Cardinals. That was a thrilling game. The Bengals scored 17 points in the fourth quarter, but fell short 34-31. And Matt, hey, you know what? Everybody's singing the praises of the Bengals and Andy Dalton, but on cue, they start to tumble and bumble a little bit, and Andy Dalton is starting to look a whole lot more like the guy we're used to this late in the season.
I told my wife after they lost their first game, I said, this is the type of team that you think could bounce back and then all of a sudden they'll break your heart and lose 8 straight. You know, that's just the type of team that they are.
Yeah.
They're extremely inconsistent, and when they have an opportunity to make something positive happen, they screw it up.
Mm-hmm.
They're just not built to be a tough team and bounce back from adversity. They don't know how to do it. And again, they proved it last night when they go out and they're winning the game. You know, they're playing well, and then all of a sudden Arizona goes on a tear. The defense can't stop Carson Palmer. And if you can't stop a guy that quit on you, and you're not motivated enough to stop a guy who said, I'm not coming to play for Cincinnati because we don't do things that win in Cincinnati, nothing is going to shake you.
No.
And that's very telling about this Bengals squad. I do not have very good feelings about them moving forward. Will they win the division? Yes, I believe they will, only because they got off to a torrid start.
Sure.
But don't sleep on the Steelers coming up and finding a way to make some hay in this division. And at least, if they're not going to win the division, make a hell of a push for the wild card.
Yeah, well, the Sunday Nighter is in the books. Let's get to our sportsinteraction.com picks of this week.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Yeah. Monday Night Football tonight, and this is entertaining, Matt, whenever it is Rex Ryan versus Bill Belichick, those old foes, and more so for Rex Ryan, because I don't know if Bill really, he's not going to be outwardly caring if about this matchup per se, but Rex Ryan loves to beat Bill Belichick at any opportunity in the division with the Jets, now with the Bills. This one is at Foxborough. We know how dangerous the Patriots are at home. They are 7-point favorites to the Buffalo Bills, who are second in the division at 5-4, right in the mix for that wild card spot in the AFC, and they're 7-point underdogs. Looking just at the spread there, do you take Buffalo to at least cover, or do you think, hey, New England's going to win outright?
I think New England will win outright.
Yeah?
It won't be pretty, but they'll do it. I think they'll win by 10.
You think they'll win? You know what? I think New England's going to win to remain undefeated and move to 10-0, but Rex Ryan's going to have that team so jacked. I think it is a lot closer. New England did not look great at all in that last-second win against the Giants. I was premature. I was chirping Tom Brady on Twitter about, you can't beat the Giants. Eli Manning's the oh, wait, you came back and won. Dang. All right. Got me again, Tom. All right. But
do not
no.
poke that bear until it is hibernating,
That's
my
right.
friend. Tom Brady is not the guy to poke fun at.
Don't.
He just is not that dude. Do not do it to yourself because you're only going to get disappointed.
As Shawn Michaels, the WWE Hall of Famer, once said, don't hunt what you can't kill. And Tom Brady and the Patriots, you just can't kill them. But I do think the Bills will be competitive and that they will cover that spread. So if you're going to put some cash down on the Bills to cover, pays $2 on sportsinteraction.com. Just straight up money line. So for the Bills just to win, it pays $3.70. Patriots $1.29 on that one. So we both agree New England will win. Matt says they'll go by 10. So you can take that. Patriots to win by 7 or more. $1.83, that pays out. Again, sportsinteraction.com/Browns. And on your first deposit, they will match up to $200. The Thursday nighter, Matt, is Philadelphia into Detroit. That's the Thanksgiving game. And I'd say, hey, if it's nice weather, maybe go out, toss the football around, because that's not going to be a pretty game to watch.
Boy, what a crappy, happy Thanksgiving gift the NFL just dumped in our lap this year. Awesome.
Man. It's a pick 'em too.
Ugly doesn't even begin to describe the potential that is within that game.
Dude, it's a pick 'em. It's the Eagles as road favorites by 1.5. Yeah, like you know what? I guess the Eagles, because Detroit just keeps tripping over themselves. I know they've shown a couple flashes here and there, but man, they've won 2 in a row. The Lions have. But they're terrible.
I don't know that you recover from the butt kicking you took from Jameis Winston, though, if you're Philly. I think that team is about done with Chip Kelly. The players are done because they see what all their former teammates are doing with other teams, guys who Chip Kelly jettisoned because they didn't fit his style. And all the players are like, what the hell are you doing? They're like, we're not playing for this guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Well, and for the Eagles, they're now 4-6, and you know what? I'm going to say the Eagles just because Detroit's. I think they'll find a way to screw it up. So you're going Lions?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Lions. I know that doesn't even sound right, but yes, I'm going with Detroit.
I think for this one, like, you really need to maybe put some money down on it to have any sort of interest in it, because just on its own, it is a giant. Who cares? Who cares matchup?
Yeah, it was kind of like last Thursday's game with Tennessee and Jacksonville. It was like, if you're putting money down, you've got some serious issues.
What about the uniforms? I wonder if they'll go all crazy. Like the all one color, the colorblind bowl from a week ago with the all green Jets and the all red Bills, and then last week the mustard yellow Jags and the baby blue Titans. So we'll see if those awful uni combinations do any come back for the Thanksgiving games.
I hope they go away.
Yeesh.
I really do. That's just awful.
It's
I mean, color on color is not a bad thing unless you're colorblind, and I happen to have a few people in my family who are, so I'm sure they didn't enjoy watching the game very much. It was a neat idea in theory, but it's one of those that in practice is not so good.
No, exactly. So let's get to our Twitter question at AndyMC81 at Matt Florjancic for the Doghouse, and it's a Thanksgiving theme one with Thanksgiving upon us. It's with Thanksgiving here. It's our toughest question. What are you thankful for as a Browns fan? And we'll get to ours in a moment, but let's hear from you on the Barkov right now. And again, at AndyMC81 at Matt Florjancic, we have from can't even pronounce that one. Mock Holtz Aptel goes by nothing. Says, I'm extremely thankful that the entire world can watch us on Monday Night Football only once in a blue moon. You know what? That is something to be thankful for. The world, we get to showcase Johnny Football to the depleted Baltimore Ravens, and maybe the Browns can actually deceive people and look better than they are because of the injuries to Baltimore on next Monday night.
Yeah, we'll see. I can understand being thankful for not appearing on it very much. Unfortunately, the Browns actually do have a pretty good track record on Monday night, at least recently. In 2008, when they only won, I believe, 4 games, they were on Monday Night Football 3 times, and they won twice. So, track record's in their favor. They're actually pretty good on Monday night. That
was after that 10-6 season with Derek Anderson. That's right, absolutely. Okay, Matt, what are you thankful for as a Browns fan?
Oh, boy.
It's a tough question.
I was thankful that the bye week came and went without incident.
Right.
We didn't hear of any
reports.
It's
still on.
We didn't see TMZ, hanging out in Johnny's crib, watching him act a fool. So I think that's something to be thankful for. I would say sentimentally that we have football to cheer in Cleveland. But we really haven't had much to cheer about, so I'm just going to go with the fact that we didn't make headlines for all the wrong reasons.
Exactly, and that's certainly something to be thankful for. As bad as the team has been, it's better to have a team than to not have a team. I'm thankful, truly, Matt, for the experience in Cleveland leading up to a game. It is always a favorite time for me and my dad, we always go down and to be able to experience the fandom and the fact that when every week when you get from Thursday to Friday, it's maybe we can win, to Saturday, okay, I think we have a shot, to Sunday, you convince yourself no matter what that you have a shot at winning. And the people also in the Browns building, like Megan Rock, who runs the Browns backers, just such a phenomenal job. So the whole experience of being a Browns fan outside of the actual game itself is what I'm thankful for. I think it is truly the best fan base in the league. It's right up there anyway.
It's definitely right up there. They make it a good home field advantage, and if this town ever gets a team to actually cheer about and a team worthy of being supported, it's going to be fun to watch this town just light up like Christmas.
Oh, I really will. Okay, Matt, so we're going to take a Thanksgiving break and be back next Monday. So no show Friday. We're going to be back next Monday to tee up Monday Night Football, Browns versus the Ravens. Happy Thanksgiving, my friend. Enjoy the time with the family. Thank you, and happy Thanksgiving to you, too, even though I believe by Canadian standards it's a month late. Right. Good enough. That is Matt Florjancic, Browns Insider from WKYC Sports in Cleveland. I'm Andy McNamara. You've been listening to the Doghouse, your inside look at the Cleveland Browns, brought to you by sports betting site SportsInteraction.com. Go Browns!